it's Amy Rich with amyrich.net, here with another in the 12 projects of Christmas. This is going to be project number 10, featuring Curvy Christmas. Curvy Christmas is a stamp set that is available only while supplies last, and you will find it in no catalogs at all. Curvy Christmas is part of a bigger grouping of products that are available right now in November and December 2020. Classic Christmas is the designer series paper that also is only available while supplies last. It features Sahara Sand, Cherry Cobbler, and Shaded Spruce. The first thing we're going to do is fold our thick Whisper White cardstock in half. This card is going to be really great because it only uses one piece of cardstock. We are going to use 5 inks, however: Garden Green, Pool Party, Balmy Blue, Night of Navy, and Bumblebee. The first thing we want to do is stamp these trees, but in advance, I cut this curve in the cardstock using the curvy dies. This one right here was used to cut that curve in my cardstock, which is going to be used as a mask. The curvy dies are currently sold as an early release with the Quite Curvy stamp set, and you can only get it as a bundle right now. However, starting in January, in the January to June mini catalog, you'll be able to get these items as well. So what I really want to make sure and do is have the trees at the same curve as our template. So I'm going to lay the stamp along the curve and push down on my tabletop. And then we're going to come in with my block and then adhere the stamp to my block and bring in the cardstock for stamping. We'll grab a piece of grid paper and the Garden Green ink, and away we go. So the trees will get inked in the Garden Green and stamped. They fit all the way across the page, which I love. Now it's time to bring in the template that we're going to use as a mask. Then we're going to take our new blending brushes. They're just all these teeny tiny little bristles on the head of the brush, and it's great for blending color. So we'll grab our Pool Party ink, and these will be available in the January to June mini catalog as well. So we'll grab our ink and get some ink on it, brush it off. We don't want it to overwhelm the project right away. So we'll just go in and add some color to the sky now. And we'll take that color up a little bit higher because we're going to blend some other colors in there. One thing I forgot to do, and I'm glad I caught myself, I did make another mask to put in the sky. Out of a sticky note, I cut the smallest circle so that we could put that as our sun or as our moon, whatever it is that you think it's going to be. For me, I think it's a moon. So we'll just color this light color Pool Party all the way up into the moon. We have to leave that template or that mask on there though. Next up is Balmy Blue. And because it's a little bit darker, we are going to use the same blending brush and it will be just fine. So now we just go up a little ways from the edge. See, I already took our template off down here, our mask, I should say. And now we're just blending that second color in a little bit more. Uh-oh. Stay there. Actually, while we have that out, we're going to stamp our Christmas sentiment. Once again, I want to be able to go with the curve of the hill. So I am going to actually adhere Thinking of You at Christmas to my block, and I'm going to set it down and then curve it a little bit. That's the beauty of photopolymer stamps. We can do a little more curving. So I think that looks good. We'll use the Balmy Blue ink now to stamp Thinking of You at Christmas with that little bit of an extra curve to it. Next, we'll go in with the Night of Navy. So a little bit darker yet. We want to be really careful with this one, not to get too dark right away. We want it to be kind of a gradual thing. So you can see that I'm blending it off onto my scratch paper and then going over my project after I've taken the first bit of ink off. Look at how pretty that is. How it just blends. Love it. Okay, then I take that off and holy cow, it is bright. So next I'm going to go in with the Bumblebee ink and a sponge dauber. So I'll just ink that up and then sponge that moon. And I don't care if I go out of the lines a little bit, because then it just shows that little yellow haze around it. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. And finally, the last thing we want is just a little bit of glisten. So I'm going to grab some rhinestones, just a couple, and put them on either side of the Thinking of You at Christmas. Isn't that pretty? This is the 10th in the 12 projects of Christmas, and I've been dying to share this with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for project number 11.